Hey guys, this is Saf WB777 here, and this is going to be my final pay-per-view review from 2012. This is the last pay-per-view that I have in my Blu-ray collection for 2012 pay-per-views, and it's going to be WWE Money in the Bank 2012. And yeah, if you watched my previous Blu-ray reviews, pay-per-views from 2012, I hope you enjoyed them. And yeah, I'll review Money in the Bank 2012. As you can see there from the cover. John Cena winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. Spoils if you watch the first time pay-per-view, spoils the main event, to be honest. And yeah, the main event was the Money in the Bank ladder match for the contract for the WWE Championship. So whoever would win the match would have a title shot for the WWE Championship. And all the competitors involved that were involved were all previous WWE champions, so no one could be in the match unless they were previous WWE champions. That was a different idea, something different that wasn't done before, or that wasn't involved in that hasn't done before in the Money Bank ladder match. And yeah, the main event was John Cena versus Big Show versus Kane versus Chris Jericho versus The Miz, the returning Miz. After he left WWE to film his Marine 3 movie, and yeah, pretty much match was pretty much decent, and the John Cena would win the match. And the ending came where basically where I think it was Big Show and John Cena, the final two, and they were on top of the ladder and they were going back and forth, and the briefcase or the thing, wherever the holds the briefcase, was swinging, and then John Cena it looked like he tried to yank the briefcase off, and the metal thing that held the briefcase snapped off, and then obviously John Cena would hold on to the briefcase, and the ending came and he won the match, and you could tell the reaction by his face that he was kind of surprised himself as well. But it looked like John Cena was going to win the match anyway, because they had to get John Cena to win the match just so you could have something, so he could just say he was a Money in the Bank ladder match winner. And but the ending kind of looked like it wasn't meant to happen, to be honest. It looked like it was meant to be a different ending, so the ending was kind of sudden, and the look on John Cena's face was pretty funny, man. You just gotta watch it. You just gotta watch the end of the match just to see John Cena's look on his face, man. That picture of that thing is coming into my mind now. It's really funny. I can't stop laughing, man. Oh my day, that was really funny. And yeah, the match was really decent, to be honest. I would say the main event was really good. Really good use of the ladders there. Obviously, all former WWE champions, so that was really something different there. Really, all competitors, all participants really held their own. And besides John Cena winning, there was a chance of Chris Jericho winning. And Chris Jericho was a really heavy favorite fan. The fans were really heavily behind Chris Jericho. They wanted him to win the match. But then again, Chris Jericho always never wins like the big one, does he? Besides him winning the Undisputed Championship back in 2001. But yeah, besides John Cena winning, Chris Jericho, I mean, it looked like he was going to win, but it looked like any guy could have won as well. But in the end, John Cena won that match, and that was the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Obviously, he had another Money in the Bank ladder match. This time it was for the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match. That was for whoever would win that one would get to face the World Heavyweight Champion later on, or at the time of their choosing. And those participants were it was Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Tensai, Santino Marella, Damien Sandow, Tyson Kidd, Cody Rhodes, and Sin Cara. Damien Sandow would make his debut in the ladder match for the first time. So he was going into pay-per-view on rumours that he would probably win the match. Most likely it would look like he would win the match, but it was in the end Dolph Ziggler would win the match. He would pick up the win, get in the briefcase. The match was really good, really good start to the pay-per-view in my opinion. Some really good moments in the match. They're trying to copy the moment where Sheamus did the high cross on Sin Cara and broke the ladder in Money in the Bank 2011. They wanted to do that. They tried to do that moment again. with Sin Cara and Tensai outside the ring where the ladder was set up, but that didn't happen, and obviously Sin Cara avoided that. There's a moment where Sin Cara botched a move from Dolph Ziggler, but I think Dolph Ziggler was more of a fault. I think this is near the turnbuckle. Other moments I can't seem to remember because I've watched this pay-per-view for a bit of time now. But yeah, I can remember there were really good moments. I really enjoyed the match myself. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler winning the contract or winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Next match we had was Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. This was a really good match. This was the first match of the 3-match rivalry they would have 3 consecutive pay-per-views. And this was easily the better match they had throughout the rivalry. Yeah, the match was really good. Really good wrestling, match skills. Alberto Del Rio looked really impressive. He would finally have his match for the world title after he should have had a match on No Way Out 2012. And yeah, the ending came where I believe Sheamus did the white noise on Alberto Del Rio and he would pick up the win. So Sheamus would retain the championship. He looked impressive, retaining his title. Retain his title again after retaining his title at Extreme Rules Over the Limit and No Way Out. So Sheamus was on a kind of roll there, so he was looking really impressive. Next match we had was the Primetime Players versus Epico and Primo. This was like the rivalry that sort of a rivalry going on between AW and Epico and Primo. Obviously AW turned on Epico and Primo and he sided with the Primetime Players. The match was fairly decent, nothing too special. I can't really remember the match other than then I believe the Primetime, or was it Epico Primo picked up the win? Yeah, Epico Primo picked up the win, and that kind of was a bit pointless because obviously the Primetime Players won the Fatal 4-Way match at No Way Out 2012, and they picked up the match. They won the match, and they would get a tag team title match later in the future. So for them to lose was pretty stupid because they will. If the team won the match to get a future chance at the tag team titles, you want to like get a bit of momentum behind them, and it was a bit dumb decision to get for them to lose the match, to be honest. And the WWE Championship match, CM Punk vs Daniel Bryan with special guest referee AJ. Now this was a really good match. This was a bit more longer than the Over Limit 2012 match. This one went up about 27 to 28 minutes. And the story was that who would AJ screw out of the winning the title, or would she help CM Punk, or would she help Daniel Bryan? And the Daniel Bryan was trying to get on AJ's good side, and so in the hope that she would side with him and make him win the WWE title. But that wasn't the case. AJ was a more biased referee, and even the point in the match where AJ had to leave a brief moment in the match, and another referee stepped in, and yeah, the match was really back and forth. They used the no disqualification rule to their advantage. They used a couple of weapons, kendo sticks got involved, and there's a point where AJ came back and refereed the match, and there's a point where there's a steel chair in the ring, and it was tossed by AJ, and then Daniel Bryan and CM Punk looked at each other and who would get the steel chair first, which was a really good, which was a pretty funny moment there. But yeah, the match was really back and forth. I really enjoyed this match. Really fantastic rivalry between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk will retain the championship, pinning Daniel Bryan. And yeah, the match was really fantastic there, and I think, and then a couple of 2 matches you had was Ryback versus Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex, and a 6-diva tag team match, Layla, Caitlyn, and Tamina versus Beth Phoenix, I think against Beth Phoenix, Natalia, and I can't remember who else it was, and yeah, pretty much that's been the review of Money in the Bank 2012. I'll give this pay-per-view a 8 out of 10. Really enjoyable pay-per-view. Really enjoyed the Money in the Bank ladder matches. The WWE Championship match was really good. Pretty much underrated World Heavyweight Championship match between Sheamus and Del Rio. And the undercard of the matches were so and so, but they didn't distract too much from the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was really extra and one of the better pay-per-views from 2012. Money in the Bank is always usually a great pay-per-view just for the Money in the Bank ladder matches, but the undercard was really good. The World title and WWE title match was really fantastic as well. And yeah, as with the Blu-rays, you get exclusive Blu-ray extras. Blu-ray extras, you got AJ proposes to CM Punk. You got CM Punk, AJ versus Daniel Bryan and Eve, and you got Big Show and Chris Jericho versus John Cena and Kane. You got Heath Slater challenging a former WWE champion. I think that was Bob Backlund. He came back and he challenged Heath Slater, so that was a good moment to watch there. And a couple of SmackDown highlights. You got Sheamus versus Chris Jericho, and you got Finn Cara versus Alberto Del Rio. And yeah, this has been my review of Money in the Bank 2012 on Blu-ray, and this is it for my pay-per-view reviews from 2012. And I hope you enjoyed the whole series of my reviews from 2012. And yeah, I'll probably start off my 2011. I'm going to review all my 2011 pay-per-views in one video, so watch out for that. Hopefully in the future we'll do that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed all my reviews for 2012 pay-per-views on Blu-ray. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed this video today as well. And until next time, I'll see you again. And yeah, stay safe.